Live from the Pentagon, coming down rolling. Kandy going live, Drewski, he the throatest. Team going up, but the click never folding. Why they on the side, acting like you never noticed?
Ready for whatever, then we off to the races. Finna pull up, take off in a spaceship. Just touched down and the vibe so amazing. Live from the Pentagon, finna go crazy.
Live from the Pentagon.
What's up, man? Welcome to another episode of the Live from the Pentagon Podcast, brought to you by Backwoods and Matrix Marketing. I am your host, Mark Drew. What it do? And as always, I'm rocking with
Kandy G.
Yes, sir. And speaking of Backwoods, Houston, H-Town, we finally got our own Backwoods flavor. And for right now, for the time being, it's only available at Live from the Pentagon. Come through and smoke some, except you can't smoke in here. You know, you can go outside or whatever, or you pay the smoking fee, whatever. But yeah, come get your Backwoods H-Town flavor. It's right here only. But what's up, Kandy?
We gotta mention it. It's called the Purple Pack.
And it's called the Purple Pack. Hell
and
yeah.
You already know why.
Coming down. Yeah. What's up?
What's up, Mark? How's your Juneteenth been?
Juneteenth was lit, man. I went to a celebration of our Ray's barbecue.
You actually did?
Yeah.
I did not celebrate.
Yeah.
Whenever I was younger, though, I was voted Miss Juneteenth in LaPorte. And then I thought about it. I'm like, why are we having pageants for this slave tradition?
I don't even know how many contestants were there.
There were like 10. We have a whole parade in LaPorte, Texas, y'all. And like the convertible, like the Corvette Club comes out and everybody's just like waving down the street. And then there's a pageant following that at Sylvan Beach.
Right on.
I'm a Miss Juneteenth.
Shout out LaPorte. But yeah, Juneteenth was lit. One thing I thought was pretty cool was everywhere, this place I went to, Ray's Barbecue, there's playing like DJ was like no skips. Like he was like hit after hit after hit. And the only white artist they played, Paul Wall. Back to back.
Of course.
I thought that was tight.
He's always invited to the cookout.
Oh yeah, shout out to Paul Wall, man.
I heard 97.9 though, like, you know, turning up for Juneteenth or whatever. And I'm not going to lie, I wasn't feeling it. I thought they could have played better hits.
Man, we'll see. Maybe next year they get it right. But also, apparently, R. Kelly may have or may not have overdosed. I'm not even sure what really happened. I just saw it everywhere. You see about that?
Shut up. No, I only saw that he had put out a note saying, like, where is his money from his music going?
Oh, yeah. They say he overdosed, and the conspiracy theories are already out. It's going crazy. Everyone got the tinfoil hats on. It's going crazy over there. Also, Pusha T decided to come out and diss Travis Scott. Say the man wasn't loyal. I rock with it. You know, I rock with Travis Scott, but hey, man, you come through rocking with my boy, then you're dissing my boy on your album, yeah, we got a problem. So
I like a battle.
Yeah, you know, and then, you know, last summer we had a cool little beef, you know, let's follow up with another one. As long as the diss tracks are tight, you know.
The Charleston White fight with the Island Boys.
Hell yeah.
I saw clips of that. I didn't even know if it was happening. If I did, I would have watched it.
I saw it on TikTok afterwards. My man has one eye and knocked him out.
He had
That's
a
hard.
lot of good hits. I watched the Charleston White highlights. And afterwards, he said that he was going to press charges on his girlfriend
That's
for
hard.
spitting on his girlfriend.
Shout out Unc, man. Shout out on Charleston White. Also, Timbaland leading the way for AI artists, man. And I kind of don't know how I feel about it because, like, on one hand, it's like I'm against AI artists with music, but it was going to happen at one point. And if someone was going to do it, I'm glad it's someone from the culture rather than some guy in a suit making these calls. So, like, on one end, I don't rock with it. But
I'm a hater.
You know what I'm saying? I don't like it, but hey, man, Timbaland's one of my biggest inspirations.
Are you going to listen to it?
If he produced it, yeah.
Just like
Hell yeah.
one time?
Hell yeah. I might even listen to it. It might be on my playlist. And in Houston news, the whole city was devastated because Graffiti Park is no more. It's gone.
But why?
I think someone bought it, but the classic murals like Selena, Pimp C, Big Mo, every Houston legend that has gone and passed, that's no longer there. So all my graffiti artists, we got to find something new and come up with something dope.
Somebody needs to tag the Be Someone again, by the way.
Yeah, wait, is it not there? No, I saw it the other day. I thought it was there.
They just took it away again.
It'll be back in a week.
I hope so.
That's what I'm never worried about. Tag that all you want. It'll be back in a week. I ain't tripping. But yeah, so we got a really cool guest today. Got a really cool guest. Very, very talented vocalist. Music is incredible. Shout out to our guest for today, Tlove. What's up?
Hey, thank you. How are y'all?
We're good,
Amazing.
man. Thank you for
That's
joining
good.
us.
No, thank you.
How's it been today?
It's been good. It's been going good. Yeah.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and get into it. Was singing always your passion, and when exactly did you realize this?
Yeah, I've always been, ever since growing up, I've always been singing, and we had a karaoke machine, and we'd have karaoke parties, and I would sing all the time, and
Yeah.
my brothers would sit there and talk smack and be like, "Oh, you need to stop singing, and you're trash." Da da da. I'm like, all right, I ain't
Oh, they
listening
was
to what
hating?
y'all gotta say. Yeah,
They
they
was
my
hating?
biggest
Little or
haters, but
younger?
Yeah.
it didn't matter because that right there just what kept me pushing, just to keep singing. I didn't care what they had to say.
Are they little or younger?
No,
brothers?
they're older.
Oh, they're doing their job.
older.
They're preparing you for the
professional
world.
No,
haters.
literally.
Yeah, so was singing always easy?
No, not really. But really, what helped me was just being in choir and really learning music, all the way down to the notes. Yeah.
Okay. So if somebody's never heard your music, what would be a great starter pack?
What you mean by that?
Like starter pack of songs. Like what exactly? Like top 3 songs that are your favorite that you've made that you would, play for somebody.
I would say La La La,
Dope.
Broken, and Reality.
Okay, why
Okay.
those specifically?
La La La, it's a deep song and it's very spacious, and I made it like that. That way people can really sit there and listen to what I'm talking about and really understand what I'm talking about.
Okay.
And it really puts people in their feelings. Broken, I feel like a lot of people can relate to it. I performed it a couple times and people love it. And then Reality, I feel like it's, I got to the point where I was like, I don't need a man for anything.
Hell yeah. Talk
Yeah,
that shit.
this is my reality.
So I heard
yeah.
Broken before, and I really like Broken too. I'm definitely a fan of it. And I heard La 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 as well, and the space between it. I really like, the acoustic guitar vibe that you have going on for a lot of your songs. So
Yes.
Yeah.
I like the R&B. I like the slower. It's more my pace. I honestly want my music to be like the old school R&B, where it doesn't matter what generation we're in, people still want to listen to
So
it. It never gets played
timeless.
out.
There you
Yes.
go. So you
Timeless.
bring up old school R&B, which you're both a big fan of. Who were some of your biggest influences growing up?
Dream Collab, Silk.
Okay.
I really want a song with Silk for some reason. Classic Whitney.
Dope.
I grew up on her, Mariah Carey,
Right on.
just the main big ones. Even Boys to Men, Brian McKnight, people like that. That's what I really
That's what I'm
like.
talking about, man. I love when people like straight up like go for like the best ones. Cause like some of my favorite artists are like the biggest ones. Why are you always like the biggest? Like, man, how can you
Because
be
they're the
great if you don't
greatest.
know
Yeah.
what great looks like?
No,
man? Like,
literally, yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I
I
rock
can
with that.
agree.
You
You
know
got to
who
give
I
them their
could see?
props. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
No, most definitely.
I could see you with like, I don't know if you know her or, listen to her music, but Tink, have you heard of her?
Yes, I have.
I love
Yes,
Tink,
Yes.
Yeah.
and she does sometimes the acoustic guitar, but not as spacious as yours, but I can see a collab in the future maybe.
Yeah, and I've had a lot of people for some reason tell me I sound like Janae Aiko, SZA. I've even heard Jessie J, and so they'll be like, no offense. I'm like, no, none taken at all. Like these are amazing artists, so I don't take offense to it at all. Like
Yeah,
I
it's
really
always-
love their music.
That's always funny. Like, man, no offense, you sound like the greatest singer.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
yeah.
Oh, so what is a weird pre-show ritual that you have like before you go on stage? I know I've seen you lately for the past couple weeks that that we've been friends on Instagram. I've seen you performing a lot, so
I don't know if it's weird. I just ride on the way there. The whole time I'm listening to all my songs.
Okay.
And I'm like singing it with my heart out, like, and then just drink a little and just to get relaxed, and because I have like real bad anxiety when I get on the stage, so I just want to be relaxed when I get up there, and really I threw myself up there in the first place because if I want to be an artist, I got to put myself in uncomfortable positions and to be able to prosper. So that's really why I got into performing and stuff like that, and would go to Industry Tuesdays.
well, that's
Oh,
good
that's what's
though.
up. That's
Yeah,
what's up.
Industry Tuesdays. Check out Tlove, y'all. here in Houston.
So
No wearing the same underwear every show or something? No, I'm just kidding.
No.
That's a joke.
No.
it's like a sports one, yeah.
I know. I got that from sports.
Yeah, something I might have to do if the Astros make the playoffs again. But yeah, so with performing, like, because your songs are very personal, right?
Yes.
Do you ever feel, because some of the dangers of making music that's very personal is some of your audience feels like they get to know you. Are you ever afraid that people might get too comfortable with
No.
like you and feel like, they can talk to you like they're like a friend?
No, not at all. I feel like there's other people that can relate to what I talk about. I'm just very open to speak about it because somebody else that's not open to speak about it, it may help them, and that's really what my music is about. Is it's my closure, but at the same time, if it helps somebody, it helps somebody else. And I feel like though there's a lot of people that can relate to it. So I'll never feel any type of way about anybody feeling like they're personal with me because I like that. I enjoy that. I want them to feel that way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Is it healing for you whenever
It
you
is
pour your
very
soul into
healing,
it?
Yes, like it helped me get a lot of stuff off my chest that I couldn't, like I felt like I couldn't speak it or like say it in a way, and so through my music was how I could express it.
Right on.
I see that. I see that. So whenever you're writing your lyrics, like what kind of emotional state are you in? I know personally for me, I like to like really feel stuff. So if I'm writing a sad song, I want to be sad.
Yeah, so most of my music is actually sad music.
Yeah.
But I just, whatever I feel in that moment, I find a good beat, and however I'm thinking and however I'm feeling that moment, I just start jotting down. I start writing, and it don't take me but 10, 15 minutes, and then I go over it. Yeah, and I go over it, and it's really just, it's stuff I had on my chest that I had to get off, and that's why it's so quick to do because it was stuff I had to let out.
So do you work with a producer or do you look up type beats on YouTube?
So I look up type beats on YouTube, but producing wise and, mixing, mastering, I do work with Lad.
Okay, cool.
Shout out Lad.
Yeah. Is that your favorite producer to work with?
Yes. He's who I started with. I've tried other producers. Nothing bad, really just he gets my sound the way I like. And so I just love working with him. And especially in the beginning, whenever I had no idea what I was doing, he was very open with giving me tips and letting me know, like, hey, do this. Or if I had questions, he was quick to help me with it. And I've never, had an issue or anything. Like, he's made the process for me so smooth, and I'm so grateful.
And that's what, a good producer should help shape the artist, and give him kind of direction.
Yes, and I'm very grateful.
People need the bond between a producer and the artist, a good combination. It goes beyond music, man. It's like it's
transcends.
Yeah. It's like it's a friendship. It's a level of communication that only you two get, and finding that is very rare. Because there's so many great producers. What's this guy's name again?
Lad Flew.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to him. There's this other guy named Mark Drew, super talented, very very great producer, man. Like my favorite one. He's dope. He gets it. He understands it. But
He's
there's a lot of
actually
great
really
producers.
awesome. I've never seen somebody, he's probably the third person I've ever seen make a beat in Pro Tools.
Oh, I don't make.
No, it's not his regular degular,
Not that
y'all.
that's a dish, but I don't make beats in Pro. I just can if need be.
No, I'm saying that's a hand clap to your work.
Yeah, I don't want anyone thinking I'm a psycho out there.
Wait a minute, Oscar White.
Oscar's a psycho, man.
He must be a sociopath because shout out to Oscar. I love you.
Yeah, shout out to Oscar, man.
But yeah, he does all his beats in Pro Tools.
Yeah, brave soul. But let's talk about your writing process a bit. Are you someone that, because I know every artist I work with, or sometimes me myself, some people have one or two ways of working. Some people have kind of dabble in both. Some are either go with the flow and it's just the vibe is right and that's what we go with, or some are very, very tactical. What's your writing process like?
So once I find a beat that I'm really feeling, I will actually upload it from YouTube to a file, and then I'll go into my notes and I'll sit there and I'm thinking about just how I feel in the moment, and I just start jotting down. And I start jotting down, and it's like a poem to me. So
okay, I
start jotting down, and then I'm like, okay, does this sound right? And if it don't sound right, I'll backspace, and I'll work on it, and I'll keep doing it until I feel like, okay, this is perfect. This is what I want it to sound like. This this is how I want it to sound. And usually, before I even come up with the words or anything, I hum a melody.
There you go.
And that's how I know
That's what I was
how I
waiting
want
for.
the rhythm to go. And once I do that, then I know how I want the switch up flow to go and everything. So it's I feel like it's not a complicated process at all.
Yeah.
It's real simple.
But how long does it take you to find a beat? For me, it takes hours. And
I
what
don't know,
are you
I feel like
searching,
I'm
by
very
the way?
open. So I just search up like R&B, like
You
type
just do
beats.
general type beats?
Yes, and it doesn't matter if it's old school or new school. Because growing up, I've listened to all different types of music. So whenever finding a beat, I'm not picky on real what beats because I'll hop on whatever flow. Like I'm open to different genres of music. So that's really, it don't take me that long to find a beat. Maybe about max 30 minutes, I say.
See, a born star, you know. Some
There you
people
go.
know where they're going, like right whenever they're like little, growing up, as in, you know, whenever you're doing karaoke with your brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's what's up. And it's really impressive that you can do it real quick. Because me, I'll sit on a song for fucking like 2 years before it's done.
Thank God I know. I'm
Why so long?
Well, because I'll like have a direction and then like, man, I don't feel like that anymore in my life. And then start over. And then I'll like it. And say, I'm not sure if that's what I want to talk about right now. Like, I'll listen to it again. Like, this gives me something different this time. Like, I feel like the more I listen to songs that are just production, like no lyrics on it, they kind of evolve to have different meanings the more I listen to them. And,
Absolutely.
you know, maybe like, you know, in the summer it feels like something, but I listen to it in the winter and
It's a whole different vibe.
yeah, you know, and life happens and you kind of just like, whatever I was really happy about that one day, I'm not happy about that at all.
Yeah.
And you want to kind of just like sit there and rework it. And then you find something that sticks. All right, I'm in love with this. I don't want to do nothing different. And I had a song put out last year. I sat on it for over 2.5 years.
Really? Wow.
That's like the song I sent you the other day. Like, it's like 2 years old. I'm like, damn.
There you go.
Putting it out anyway.
I make it and then basically just that's how I felt in the moment, and somebody else may feel that way in that moment. So then I'm like, okay, I like it. On to the next. Let me find something else, whatever mood I'm in for, and I'll get it knocked out. Like just
Ooh, so I got a good question, I think.
What's that?
So for me, I know that this can apply. I want to know about it for you. Do your lyrics ever like manifest in real life? Like, say, I know they're probably inspired by real life, but like, do they keep manifesting in real life? Like, the more you listen or the more you sing them?
I would say there's a couple of songs where they have, and they put me in complete tears.
Wow.
They have put me completely in tears, and that's just how I felt in that moment. And there's times where it just reoccurs where I feel like that again in that moment. And so I'm grateful that I wrote those songs because it's something I can relate to personally. Like, I've been here before. I know what it feels like. I can get through this. I did it before. I can do it again.
There you go.
Absolutely.
I need to start making music that manifests, man. I'm going to make a song called I'm a Millionaire right now.
Man, that's what I said. That's what I've been listening to. I Got Plenty Money by Plies lately.
Yeah, right? I need to make me one of them because I don't have plenty of anything right now. But yeah, so I've been in this for a while actually, and I like asking, you know, younger artists this, and it's interesting to see, you know, where they're at, because in Houston we don't have some of the resources that now it's crazy because we're in a big city, but we don't have some of the resources that places like California or like New York does. Like, we don't have like Capitol Records down the street where you can just walk up to it. And we kind of make our own stuff out here.
Hey, we got LFTP though.
We got LFTP right here, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's 2.0. But with music comes the music business. So I want to ask, how has the business changed how you felt about music, if at all?
I don't think I've had any bad experiences with it. I've been very cautious and kind of tiptoeing around everything, but I've really also been going with the flow and just kind of learning new things every day when it comes to music, and it's a lot of interesting things on it, and I'm glad I got into the industry. I'm glad I got into it because it's my piece.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's
I
what's
love
up, man.
that.
That's important to have, man. Some people never find it and search a whole lifetime for that.
Yeah.
So to find that at a young age, that's dope. Hats off to you.
Definitely, yeah.
Okay, so I want to go back to the lyrics one more time.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you or do you have any lyric that you've ever made that you look back on that's like, man, that was cool when I wrote it, but now I'm like cringing every time I hear it, because a lot of my music, most of my music, I am cringed immediately after like it comes out of my mouth. I'd be like, why? Why did I say that? But I just have to commit because that's what art is.
Yeah. I think lyrically wise, no. I don't regret anything I've said lyrically because that's how I felt. But
no, not regret, like a little cringe. You know?
Yeah, no. But the way I set up a song called Sanity, it cringes me, and I'm like, I need to redo that song. I need to. I love it, but it's like, it could have been way better. Like, I feel like it definitely needs to be touched up and changed. But that's about it, yeah.
No, but that's real, though, because there's a lot of songs I feel like people made, like, back in the day. Mm-hmm. There's a couple songs I made before I was a part of LFTP that I'm like, damn.
Oh, every song I made when I was younger sucks.
Take this off of my Spotify.
I always say there's a hard drive out there that I thank the Lord every day that does not work, full of the shittiest music you will find. The only difference between me and most people is I didn't want to suck like at making music for like a long time. So I was all right, let me just get good at it. But yeah, all my stuff early on, awful. The beats. Now, if you asked me back then, them shits were fire. Now, all of them, like 0 out of 10.
That was me making beats postpartum in my bed. And then now I listen to it, I'm like, beep, beep, boop, beep, boop, boop, boop. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But so back to your music and how it's like so personal, because we talked about like, you know, performing, and does making songs that are that personal, you see you had one that put you in tears, does that make some of your performances like emotionally draining, or, you know, walk us through what that looks like?
I wouldn't say emotionally draining. I would just say like I get on stage and I try to hold it in. If I let it out, I let it out.
Yeah.
But I sing it with emotion because I really want people to feel how I feel. I want them to really understand and feel and go through the exact same emotions I'm going through. And I feel like when you get that personal with somebody, when it comes to the music, that's where they really like your music. Is like, dang, I can relate to it. Like, dang, like I understand what she's feeling. So yeah.
Do you ever close your eyes to get to that place?
Yes, I do all the time.
There you go.
I do all the time, and it's just because I feel it so deep inside, and yeah, I really do. Yeah.
And what's that feeling?
Or I wear sunglasses.
Okay, got smart move.
Yeah.
So what's that feeling like when you see people react out there?
Last time I performed, I did Broken, and then I did La La La.
Yeah.
And so the transition from Broken to La La La, I could see like, okay, they loved Broken, and then when I sang La La La, you could see it on their faces. Everybody looked like, damn, like they were really listening to what I was saying, and it really got to them. Like everybody's faces like changed like this, like it went from, like literally so sad, and it made me like, it hurt my heart a little bit, but at the same time, it made me feel good. Like I see that other people feel the same way I feel.
Yeah.
So.
And sometimes people don't know how to express their feelings, so they need someone to do that for them.
Yeah.
And when they see you on stage, and when they hear your music, and you perfectly like explain what exactly is they're going through, or they know someone going through that, and it brings them to a space. Like people always see like, you know, like being emotional as a negative thing, man. Like it takes a lot of strength to be that emotionally intelligent and tapping into it just willingly. So I think that's a very powerful thing that you're able to do that for other people.
Yeah, I've always admitted that I'm a super emotional person. I tell people all the time, like, it's either I'm super happy or I'm super sad. Like, it's never in between. I feel like I feel emotions more than other people do. And I also be telling people I feel like I'm an empath. I feel how other people are feeling, and then it kind of like radiates on me, and then I feel how they feel. So it's kind of how I want my music to be. I want it to be like a cycle. I want it to be a cycle. I want to feel how they feel, and I want them to feel how I feel.
So are you like a Cancer or like a Pisces?
I'm a Sagittarius.
Oh! I'll throw up. I'm just kidding.
I'm just sitting here, I don't know what none of this
I'm
means.
a Leo,
but all my brothers and sisters are Sagittarius, and I'm just like, they are nuts.
I'm a November Sag, yeah.
But y'all, we all get along, Leos and Sagittarius, so.
My daughter's a Leo.
Oh, yeah. I think we talked about that last time. Oh, okay. I think I got like one more little goody question before we get into anything more serious right before your song. But If somebody paid you $1 million to stop making music today, $1 million. Let's up the stakes. Let's do $3 million. Would you stop recording?
No.
Dang, you are better than me.
Because
I love making music.
I would have stopped 2 days ago.
Because no amount of money is going to help the way that I feel inside. It's not going to help me get over how I feel. It's not going to help me relieve any of it. The music is. So it's not going to matter how much money I got. It's not going to matter how much money somebody tries to give me to stop doing it. It's about me expressing my feelings and letting it out, and for other people to feel the same way I feel, or to help other people.
Yeah.
Now, when you say, do you mean just recording? Because I produce just and be happily for the rest of my life.
Yeah. I think I'm talking about recording. If I could have nothing to do with music, it's not like somebody saying like, don't ever listen to music in your life.
Well, I mean,
but if
like,
somebody
just
was
like creating it, you know?
Stop putting out music on Spotify, I'd be like, you know what? Run me my check.
I see my Spotify checks. Give me the $3 million.
For real. I made $8 in the last few years.
I'm sitting there like putting all this money in, investing all this time, putting like risking my health, like literally. That's a whole other conversation. But yeah, so just seeing the Spotify checks, I will gladly get that $3 million. But props to you for doing it.
Hey,
I've been doing this.
1.5 for you, 1.5 for Van.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, like she'll say it's 2.5 for her.
Hey, that's what I like to hear.
let her say it, but I'll gladly take $3 million and never record, or at least like don't put it out. You know, I'll record some, talk my shit, and then only I can listen to it, because that's really all I listen to in the car, anyways. You know. Matter of fact, what do you listen to most in the car? Do you listen a lot to yourself?
I listen to myself mostly.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Thanks for making me not feel bad.
Yeah, no, I'm talking repeat.
True artists have to be narcissists.
I don't even think it's not
like narcissism in a bad way. You can have narcissistic characteristics.
Well, I just think like, man, I really make the music I want to listen to.
Exactly. Yeah. You really make the music you feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I tell people I make my music for myself, but if it helps other people, then I'm okay with that. I have no problem with that. Yeah.
So what's next for Tlove? What do you see yourself like? You know, what do you have upcoming? But also, where do you see yourself going in the near future?
So I just finished recording this first album.
Right on.
And then I'm working on visuals. Honestly, in the future, I really hope to see myself with my music being where it could be played whenever, wherever, and it never gets played out. I don't want it to be seasonal. I don't want seasonal music at all. I want my music to go on for generations and generations, because I feel like the things I talk about and all the feelings that I express, no matter what year we're in, people are going to feel that way.
There you go.
Okay.
Love it.
I do. So where can everybody find you at on social media?
You can find me on Instagram at tlove_baby_.
There you go.
Okay, so I guess we're about to wrap it up, Mark. You want to wrap up the show for us?
So, but real quick, let's get in. So tell us real quick before we sign off, what song are you going to be performing today?
I'm going to be performing Reality.
Can't wait to hear it. Can't wait to see it.
Can't wait to see it.
We got Tampa Tony on camera. Got about to make it look lit. Yeah. But yeah, I just want, thank you so much for coming through. It means a lot. We really love your music, and we wish you the best moving forward. And you're always a honorary guest here at the LFTP Podcast.
Welcome to the family.
Welcome to the family.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Shout out to Backwoods and Matrix Marketing.
Yeah, and thank y'all again for joining us for another episode of the Live from the Pentagon Podcast. I am Mark Drew, What It Do, and as always, I'm rocking with
Kandy G, or Kandy the Goddess.
Yes, sir. We'll see y'all next week. Holla at you.
It's the plug.
I don't need a man for anything. That's something my mama taught me. Focused on chasing all my dreams. I promise they will become reality. Thinking of all the ways you did me. from all your negativity.